Okay, greetings everyone and welcome to our special mass adoption training. Today is a very special Wednesday, and if you are just joining in for the very first time, know that this training takes place on Monday at exactly 4 p.m. West African time, okay? And hosted by myself on Mondays and also on Wednesdays at exactly 4 p.m. hosted by my brother from another mother, Kavasha. And right now he's here, and of course he's on fire. And you know what, guys?
Yeah.
Today is going to be a kind of a special one. But then I want to first of all leave Carl Dasha to first of all greet the house for some 2 seconds before we kick off from there. Hello, Carl, and welcome.
Well, welcome and good day, good morning on my end, and to everyone, TBCNs around the world. You guys, this is going to be a good call today, so take down some good notes. We're going to show some special love out to you today to get you trained so we can be in position to move to a higher level and all that we're doing within this community. I'm ready, and babe.
All right, let's ride on. Actually, guys, today our
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, it looks like I need to mute some people here.
I gotta mute everyone.
Let me just mute everyone. Okay. All right. So like I was saying, guys, this is going to be a very special training. We are going to have 2 sessions. Okay. In the first session, I will be teaching you about the exchange. All right. The exchange, it is still in development. And please, you want to take some notes. This call is going to be recorded on my YouTube channel. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. Okay. And the second session, Carl has a very special presentation for you. So I'm going to take about 35 minutes, guys, and present to you the exchange, what you need to know, because we have been having a lot of questions about this exchange that is still being developed. We have lots and lots of features that are being added, and people are not still very much aware with all the features that have been added. So right now, I am going to take you step by step, okay? I'm going to take you step by step to educate you how you can start using the exchange right now and start making some money. But you know what, guys? With all the things that are going to be added, this exchange is going to be just fantabulous. You can afford to understand how this exchange really works. I tell you what, guys, I'm going to give you some step by step. Now, step number 1. Step number 1, if you want to use the exchange, first of all, I'm going to share my screen. And the step number 1 is for you to sign in into your Kringle Cash back office, okay? Step number 1 is for you to log into your Kringle Cash back office. And when you go to your Kringle Cash back office in the menu area, for those of you who might be using the cell phone, if you go to the menu area, all right, you are going to see the exchange, okay? You are going to see the exchange, which is very, very important. In this menu, you also have a kind of PDF here where you have read me first. You might want to go through the PDF. It's very, very important. When you click this, you can download the PDF showing you all the steps. But then you also have to make sure, this is very, very important. Take note, step number 2, you must make sure that you have created your K-Love Exchange wallets. So when you click on K-Love Exchange wallet, all right, when you click here like this, let me quickly show you what will happen when you click on K-Love Exchange wallet. It's going to lead you to this wallets. And once it leads you to this wallet, you're going to click on create your account here. All right. Listen, some of you, what we notice is that people just log in here and put their email address and their password. That is wrong. If you haven't created your K-Love Exchange wallet, you must go right below here where you have create your account. So you just click there, create your account, put your names, email address. Like when you click here like this, you're going to create your account. Anyway, I already have my account, guys, so I don't want to create another account. So I'm just go out of this place. So now when you create your K-Love Exchange wallet, they'll ask you to put your name, phone number, and then the next step, they'll ask you to select your security question. And then when you do so, you must also make sure that you have created your firmware exchange wallet. You do same. All right. So step number 2 or step number 3, you must make sure you have created your firmware exchange wallets. all right, you have created your firmware exchange wallet. That's step number 3. And it's just the same. When you click here, it takes you to the wallet and you create that. And then the next one, you must make sure you already have a GGR coin wallet, all right? Some of us created this long ago. If you have already created that, that's fine. If you didn't create that, do it right now. So guys, you must make sure that all these 3 wallets are all created, all right? These 3 wallets are all created. Remember, if you do not create these 3 wallets, you will not be able to navigate the exchange. Okay, if you do not create these 3 wallets, you can't navigate the exchange. It's very important. So that being said, let's go to the exchange right now. So when we click on the exchange, all right, we want to click on the exchange right now, and you see this Kringle Crypto Exchange, a trusted and secure crypto exchange. You might want to come below here. You want to read step 1, step 2, step 3, no problem. And then when you do that, you go to proceed. All right, you're going to click on proceeds. Okay, you're going to click on proceed. And once you click on proceed here, all right, when you click on proceed, remember that if you do not create those 3 wallets, you can't continue. Take notes, you can't continue. All right, so guys, I'm going to create, I've just clicked on proceeds. And right now, I am in the exchange. Like we said, guys, this exchange, they are still seriously working behind the scene, and lots of work still going on. Okay, lots and lots of work still going on here. Let me just approve some people, Carl. A lot of people coming in. So let me just quickly approve them. We have more than 20 people on the waiting room. So I'm sure they are crying now that they are missing a lot. Okay, so guys, this is very serious. So let's give opportunity to those that are coming on board so that they can catch up with us. However, this training is going to be recorded. You can always have it in my YouTube channel. Okay, guys, now we have actually clicked on the proceed button that has led us here. Now we are in the exchange. What next? What next in the exchange right now? Guys, listen, when you are in the exchange, before you start doing anything, you must deposit money. All right, you must deposit some money into the exchange before you start doing anything. So what is the what are the 2 currencies to deposit? You have the firmware currency to deposit. You have the KLove to deposit. Those are the 2 basic things that you must have. You might want to deposit in your exchange. All right, and I'm going to show you step by step how to deposit KLove or firmware into this exchange. I'm going to tell you step by step. And if you ever bought some GGR, you are going to see the amount that you bought right here. If you ever bought some GGR, you'll see it right here. But then if you want to deposit anything, it's going to be KLove or firmware. So right now I'm going to deposit some KLove into my wallet. I must make sure, all right? I must make sure that in my wallet, my MetaMask wallet, I have some KLove in. Okay, I must make sure that in my MetaMask wallet, I have some quantity of KLove in there. Now, in my exchange, I'm going to come and click on wallets. Excuse. I'm going to come and click on wallets, and on wallets, for me to deposit firmware or KLove into the exchange or private exchange, I'll click on transfer in. All right, I'll click on transfer in. So let's go to transfer in. So I'm going to click on transfer in. Okay, I'm going to click on transfer in, and I'll be a little bit patient. This means that I want to transfer something into the exchange. Remember that this exchange is basically for members of the private. Sorry, guys, let me take something. All right, sorry about that. So like I was saying, this exchange is basically for members of the private Kringle Society. If you are not a member of the private Kringle Society, you can't just navigate this exchange, okay? You can't just navigate this exchange. So when you click on transfer in, you are going to see your name here. This is the name that you have used to sign up into your Kringle Cash. The name will show here. Welcome. You see your name, all right? Now, transfer KLove and firmware into the Kringle exchange. So here we are. I'll scroll right down, right below here. Right now we have the wallet type. Okay, we have the wallet type. If you are using, all right, if you are using the cell phone, you're going to click and you use MetaMask. You select MetaMask app. For those of you using the cell phone, I'll repeat that, very important. If you are using the cell phone, select via MetaMask app, okay? Bird, if you are using the computer, like what I'm using right now, you select via MetaMask web wallet or web extension, via MetaMask web extension, for those of you using the computer. Now, which token do you want to transfer? The next step. The next step, we have select token to transfer. So you're going to click on, in this small box, you see that we have 2 tokens. The first one is K-Love. The second one is FarmWall. Right now, we want to transfer K-Love. All right, I'll transfer. I'll select K-Love, and just below that, I'm going to have amount to transfer. Amount to transfer. I'm going to put 0.3, for example. It's K-Love, so I want to start small, okay? But if you're using FarmWall, you can put like maybe 50 FarmWall, 100 FarmWall, because the value of FarmWall is very small, okay? But now I want to do but K-Love, so I use like 0.3, for example. And now, once I put the amount, I will click on make transfer, okay? Once I put the amount I want to transfer, I'm going to click on make transfer. Once I click on make a transfer, it will now lead me to log in with MetaMask. For those of you using the cell phone, sorry, for those of you using the computer, all right? Now, when you click on log in with, MetaMask, you will now see pay now. For those of you using the computer, you'll see pay now. But I'll come back to that. Now, it will automatically lead you to your MetaMask wallet for you to do the payment. It will automatically lead you in the MetaMask, your MetaMask wallet. You see, I'm sending 0.3. All right. So you ask me to confirm. I'll just come here and I'll confirm that. All right. And once I confirm, they'll tell me, please wait the transfer to be completed. This model will be closed automatically. Okay. Right now, I have actually made some transfer, and below here, it will be showing incomplete. What should I do? Of course, if you are using the cell phone, let me explain. If you are using the cell phone, once you click on pay now, for those of you using the cell phone, you are going to see BSC network, that's Binance Smart Chain, receiving wallet address. So this wallet address, you will copy this wallet address. If you're using a cell phone, copy this wallet address, go to your MetaMask wallets, okay? Go to your MetaMask wallets, go to K-Love, click on K-Love, click on send. For those of you using the cell phone, you copy this wallet address, go to your MetaMask wallet, your MetaMask account, click on K-Love, click on send, insert where they ask you to put the wallet address, insert this wallet address. That's what you want to send. Now, the amount, they'll ask you the amount, you put 0.3. Please do not put this amount in bracket. Note, the amount in bracket, don't use it. Use what you have here, 0.3. It might be 1, it might be 2, it might be 3. But the amount with the dollar sign, leave it alone. Okay, don't use that. And now you send, you will now send, okay, you will now transfer. But then we have requested a transfer. On both sides, you have something below, just below here, incomplete. So you need to put the transaction hash. Even if you are using a cell phone, you will still see something here like incomplete. So what do? I'll go back to my MetaMask wallets, and I'm going to click on, K-Love. All right, I want to get the transaction hash. I just send 0.3. I'll get the hash. copy transaction ID. That's a hash. So I copy it. If you're using the cell phone, you will see something below like view on scan. All right. You'll see something below like view on scan. For those of you who are using a cell phone, if you click on view on scan, it will automatically lead you, okay? It will automatically lead you to the transaction hash. You see something like that, okay? So that is what you'll see. Now I just copied my transaction hash. So I'll now come to my exchange and I'll come here, I'll put the hash and I'll click on updates. And once I click on updates, I'm going to see transfer request successfully updated. Boom. And I'll click now on close. I'll click on close. Okay. Now, when I click on close, I'll now see it showing pending. And within some minutes, you're going to have this in your exchange. Within some minutes, you're going to have this in your exchange. Note, there are some of you that are using cell phones, and when you can't trace the transaction hash, if you are using the cell phone, and when you click on view on scan, you can't find the transaction hash. Now, what do? You collect for those of you using the cell phone, and you can't get the transaction hash, just collect your wallet address. Take your wallet address. Okay, just go to BSC scan. All right, just go to bscscan.com. All right, you want to go to bscscan.com. In order for you to get your transaction hash, copy your wallet address. Go to bscscan.com. BSC or BSC scan. Yeah, bscscan.com. That's it. Now, where you have transaction hash, just put your wallet address there and you click on the search bar. All right, you click on the search bar. It's going to show you the latest or the recent transaction. This is the recent transaction that I did 4 minutes ago. It will show you the recent transaction. So I'll just click here and this will automatically pop out the hash. This is the hash of the transaction. Look at the hash ends with D and B. That is OX, D and B. Let's go to the exchange and see. You see that D and B, that is the hash. Because some of you are using the cell phone and you can't trace the transaction hash. That is how you get the transaction hash, because sometimes your mobile phones can be giving you some trouble. So if you have hard times getting it, that is how you track it. And once the transaction is complete, guys, see, I'm not done and the transaction is complete. Once the transaction is already complete, you'll see it here, complete. All right, you'll see it now as complete. And now what next? What next do you do? The transaction has been completed. So you go back to the exchange, all right? You go back to the exchange. Now, it has been added here already, all right? My Caleb has been added here already. Now, we are in the exchange right now, okay? We are in the exchange. We have deposited our money. Even if you want to deposit firmware, is the same procedure. But in the place of token, you select firmware, okay? In the place of token, you're going to select firmware, okay, guys? So that is it. If you want to use, if you are also using the token, let's quickly approve some 8 people that are waiting in the waiting room, and we continue so that we don't keep them getting themselves frown and all that. So we are now, you will now find your money, available balance. You will now have your money here, all right? You have your money here as the available balance. Now we have market price. These are the futures that are very available. But before then, when you click on wallet, you see transfer in. Some of you might be asking, so what is transfer out? Transfer out is for you to catch out your money, okay? Transfer out is for you to catch out your money. So when I click on, let's imagine that I want to transfer money out of the exchange. That is to from the exchange to the MetaMask, okay? So I'm just going to click on transfer out. Let's see how to catch out. before we come back to the exchange. Let's quickly see how to cash out. Now I want to cash out my money. What do? You'll see the available balance of your money you have. And then you now have transfer to, amount to transfer. If it is farm scale up, for example, you cannot transfer above what you don't have. So I might want to transfer 0.6, okay? 0.6, and I'll come here. I will now put my receiving wallet address from my MetaMask. Okay, where you want to receive your money from your MetaMask, I'm going to put receiving wallet address from my MetaMask. And when I do that, I'm just going to click on make a transfer. I'll just click on make a transfer. And once I click on make a transfer, it's going to generate my request. And that is going to be sent in my MetaMask maximum 24 hours. I'm going to receive that in my MetaMask maximum 24 hours. That is how you catch out your money from the exchange. Okay, now let's go back. Okay, let's go back. Okay, guys. I hope, Carl, am I being clear enough or I'm too fast? I don't know.
You're doing well, my friend. Keep going.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so now we have two features that are very sweet, very important, that we need to start learning how to use it while the developers are adding more tools. I tell you what, guys, this tool is going to be so awesome. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is market order. Market order means that you want to swap. For example, when you click here, this little thing here, you have KLove, FarmWall, GGR. So when you select KLove, maybe I want to swap KLove to GGR, all right? So I will see the amount here. I'll click here, create an order. Let's say I want to swap 0.1 KLove to GGR. I'll put 0.1 KLove GGR. So I'll click on create order, and it will automatically create an order for me. All right, it will create an order for me, and I'm going to see that in my transaction here. I'm going to see that on my order. All right, I'm going to see that on my order. Now, we also have, okay, I can decide to do FarmWall GGR. Okay, I can decide to do FarmWall GGR. I put the amount, I create an order. Okay, FarmWall GGR. So I might want to just go 0.1 and I go, I just click. All right, I'm creating an order right now. Right, that's FarmWall GGR, meaning that I want to swap. I want to swap from FarmWall. I want my money from FarmWall to, but FarmWall, this is too small. So sometimes you want to take FarmWall, want to take like 20, FarmWall, 30, 50, 500, I don't know, but just depend on you. Because sometimes the value of FarmWall might be going down, and you want to swap now your FarmWall to GGR because FarmWall is, GGR is stable. So let's assume that you actually had some FarmWall when it was 0.05 or 0.06, and the price now start going down to 0.03 or 0.04. You might want to swap that out and put your money in GGR. Now, when the price start going up again, you will now come here. You select GGR FarmWall here. And then now you swap it back, meaning that you are going into the market. All right. And with no transaction fee here, no transaction fee. So you can swap your GGR to FarmWall, GGR KLove. Okay. You can now take GGR KLove. So if I were you, I will only swap GGR KLove when the price is going up. All right. But when the price is going down, I'm going to swap my KLove to GGR when the price is going down. All right. When the price is going down, I will swap my FarmWall to GGR or my KLove to GGR because GGR is very stable. That is gold grains. It's very, very stable. And when I do that, I'll just click on create order. I'll just click on create order. Okay, guys. So now my order might take a little bit of longer time to clear off from here or to go through. I can decide to cancel an order that I wish. All right. When it complete, you'll see it complete. But if I want to cancel this order, I'll just click on cancel, and my money will be returned into my exchange. My money will come back into my exchange. So I can just click on cancel. Okay. So this is how you swap from, you just play with these values. Say this is how you play with these values. But guess what, guys? what is coming, you are going to love it. What is coming, note, what is coming, you will be able to actually see open orders in the entire community. And you just punch, and then once you just punch, the money just comes to your wallet directly. And then your money goes to the person, and the other person's money comes to you. Let's say I want to swap at a certain amount. Now that is going to work perfectly when we have limit order. Limit order is very, very important, guys. Limit order is very, very important. For those of us who are doing trading in the market, is very sweet. For those of you, if you are versed with Binance trading and all the other exchanges that you have out there. Now, what is the use of limit order? Okay, what is the use of limit order? The limit order permits you to set up a certain amount that you want to sell your scale-up or firmware. Now, let's imagine that the value of firmware, let's take, for example, firmware, right? This is just a rough example. The value of firmware here is 0.0325. That's the value of firmware right now in the markets. Now, I have some firmware that I want to sell. I'll select firmware here, for example. Okay, let's say I want to sell 500. That's just a rough example, 500s. But then I think I should cancel a trade here so that we can have enough to do our trading. Let me just cancel this. I want to have enough. Okay. All right, so I have enough. I have like 300 now. Okay, let's say I take 300 firmware. Firmware, I want to swap it to K-Love, for example. Firmware K-Love, for example, okay? Now, let's say the value is 0. All right? The value here is 0.0325, something like that. Now, let's say 10%. If I take 10% of, let me pull out my calculator here. I want to make a 10% gain. Let me show you something. 10%, all right? 10% of 0.032511. 10% of it is, oops. Did I even do that right? Let's see again. Sorry, I made a mistake. 10% divided by 100. Let me go very simple, right? times 0.032511. This is 10%. Okay, this is 10%. That's 0.0032 plus. Okay, now let's say I want to set the figure so that I make 10%. Okay, give me 1 second here, please. I have to put this on charge. All right. My Mac was going down. All right. So let's say this is 10%. Now, if I add this 10% to 0.03251, so a total of 0.0357. So what, this is 10%. When 10% is added to the current price, this is what it's going to give you, all right? When 10% is added to the current price, this is what you are going to have. So let's assume that you have some firmware and you want to make 10% of that firmware. So you want to set up a limit trade, okay? You want to set up a limit trade. So what do? You just calculate 10% of the current price and you add it to the current price now. It gives you a total of this. Carl, I don't know if I'm too fast with this because this is calculation. Just want to make sure everybody's getting this very well. Should I repeat that, Carl? Should I repeat this?
Yeah,
okay.
Do the math, do the 0.0325 times 10 and push the percent sign, see if it comes out to the same amount.
Okay, correct.
Correct. Do the
Let's
0.03.
0.032511.
Okay.
Okay.
times,
Okay, times, yeah.
10,
10%.
and push the percent sign.
Perfect.
There
Oh,
we
okay.
go.
Yeah. Correct. Thank you so
There we
much.
go.
That's the shortest way even.
Right.
So if you want to take 10%, this is it. This is what you're going to have. So 10% have actually been added to the current rate. So what will I do? Now let me go to my exchange and I want to set a limit order. So I have 200 coins I want to sell, but I want to sell these 200 coins when the price is 0.035762161. So this is 10% of my current rates. I want to swap that to KLOV. I want to swap this to KLOV. So I'll just come and click on create other. All right, create other. So I have just made 10% of, if once the order will go through, okay, once the order, this is it here. Once the order goes through, I'm going to make extra 10% of my income. So let's assume that here, the price here, if I multiply this by 200, I have 200 KLOV, farm work, for example. So if I multiply this times 200, let's see how much I'm going to make. If I have this, if I have 0.0325111 times, all right, times 200. Let's assume I have 200 coins. So the price will be $6.5. All right, $6.5. Now we can take times 10%. If I make 10% of this, did I do this right, Carl? So $6.5, 10% of $6.5. So I'm going to put times 10, right?
10, and
right.
then push the percent sign.
Yes, so I'll make extra 0.65. So my total amount now, okay, my total amount plus the 6.5 plus the 6.5. So I'm going to make 10.7. I don't know if I'm, no, sorry. It was 6.5 plus 0.65. So I just make, when that transaction go through, I'm going to make extra 10% and my total income now will be 7.5. Okay. Imagine somebody with much, or like maybe you have 1,000, 10,000 farm work. You just make some great amount of money. All right, you make a lot of money from here.
Wow.
So imagine 10% of maybe you had 10,000 farm work here or 5,000 farm work. You know, those of you who have 100,000, you make a lot of money. You know, so the 10% will be the 10% times the total number of KLOV or farm work that you have. I can do same. You can do same for KLOV. You can do same, right? And you can also be swapping it for GGR. Like, okay, once I make 10%, my money should automatically be swapped to GGR. So that is what is going to happen. When you finish, you click on create order, and that's how it works. It can be farm war here. It can be KLOV here. Maybe you have 10 KLOV. 10 KLOV. You want to swap this 10 KLOV to the price of KLOV today. Let's take KLOV. KLOV is 25.7. That's the value, all right? So 25.75. So the current rate is 25.75, but I want to sell it at 26. When the price is 26, that's my rate. That's the rate I want to sell. So I'll put 26 here. All right, I'll put 26, or I'll calculate 10%. 10% of the current rate. So if we take, for example, let's say the current price now is 20. Let me go back to the current price of KLOV. All right, let's say the current price is 25.7, all right, 75. Oh, so sorry. Looks like my network was just a little bit Was
I
I
thought
mean,
it was me.
no, it was me.
Yeah.
All right, so let's continue. Let's continue. So let's assume, all right? Let's assume that this is the price for K-Love, 27.75, blah, blah, blah. Let's put it here. All right, so if we take 10%, we'll say times 10%. So that's 2.7, 2 point, is that, yeah, 2.57.
2.57.
Yeah, yeah. So it means that if I add this, if I add this plus 25.7513. So, oops, what did I just do? I made a mistake. Sorry, guys. Let's start it. Let's do it again. Let's say we have 25.7513 times 10%.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, if we say plus 25.7513. Let's see. Oh, why am I? There's something I'm doing wrong. It shouldn't be like this. So well, 10% of this, 10% of 25 should be like 2. So why is my addition wrong? I don't know why.
You showed at 2 in the moment. Where's my phone? I'm gonna try to figure this out.
Right. Let's say 10% times 27, 25.7513, 2.7, 2.7.
Okay, that's correct. That's
Right.
correct right there.
So if we add 25 plus, sorry, 25.75 plus 2.75. I think we'll have like 28. Let's assume it's 28. Should be like
It's
28.
28.32.
Good, 28.32. Thank you. So I will come here. I'll put 28.32. It means that my income will be when the price here will hit this, all right? When the price hit this, that's 10% increase I'm having. Now multiply this times 10. You know, when the price was 25, if you multiply this times 10, it's about $250 for one. Sorry, for 10. But this is a price for one. So imagine if you have 10 coin. You see why it is very important for us to start buying this coin now when it's very cheap, Carl. Because imagine if you have much. And I tell you what, Carl, when the people will understand this and the power that you can stand to be picking some $50, $30, $10, $20 every day, this is going to be very, very powerful. And for those of you not buying now, buying K-Love now when it's cheap, you're waiting for it to reach 40, 50, 100. Oh my God, you're going to miss a lot.
Move. Yes,
So
move
imagine you just make 10% here times the number of coin that you have. Like we just calculated that, and we realized that for one coin, this is 2.5. Now imagine that you have 10 coin. So times 10. You're just going to make about 25 point something dollars for 10 coin, you know? So that is it. Imagine if this happens like just once a day, you make 10% a day. That is huge, Carl. I think in the world of trading or whatever,
absolutely.
that is really, really huge. That is really, really huge. Right.
Compounding.
Yeah. And like I was saying, the most interesting part is that the futures that are coming, you'll be able to see those of us placing trade. You just click and you grab, you just buy. You just look at the price that suits you, and then you buy from there. And then those who are placing their trade, they place. If I see a trade and I like your trade, I just click and I buy the trade. And I got it. And the money comes to me, my own comes to you, Carl. Imagine that.
That's good. That's awesome. Awesome. You did a great demonstration, my friend. Boy, that's a good thing you're recording it so everybody can watch it over and over and over again until they get it down.
Of course. So, well, we are still in the first hour of our training for today, and I was just showing you how to do this. some people are asking, please, can you sell GGR in exchange in limits order? Of course, you can do that. Like I said, this training is being recorded. You can actually watch this in my YouTube channel. For those of you in my WhatsApp, you have it on my WhatsApp group. And during our second hour, you can now ask any question that you want. For the meantime, let me hand over this to Mr. Kaldasha from the USA.
All right, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Mbe, Chief Justice. Did an excellent job. People, we should be privileged and honored to really get some good training, some information we really do need to understand the impact of another way on how we can compound, reinvest, and compound our earnings so that we can position ourselves to a higher level economically. That's the whole purpose, so that we can finish our mission to help people around the world through outreach. That's what it's all about, people. All right, so Mbe, I'm gonna need for you to take the controls to let people in. There's quite a few people that's constantly keep coming in.
Right.
I need for you to transfer the controls to me so I can share my screen. I'm going to share now.
No problem. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me if you can see my screen.
We can see it, Carl.
You can see the screen. Okay.
Yes, we can see that.
All right. Listen, everyone. I want to express how honored I am to be associated with this community, because it's making a difference. That's the bottom line. It's doing well, it's doing what it says, it does what they speak out of their mouths. It may take a little time because we're really trying to encourage and influence people to come aboard to get connected so that we can make a difference. Because as we all know, our government is not going to do it. Our banking system has an agenda, and guess what? We're not in it. So in the midst of all this, you know, it kind of challenges my heart when I see, especially my brother, Chief Justice Mbe, when he deals with a lot of wannabe distractions on WhatsApp, because even though you may be on this call right now, there are still some people that question with negativity about this platform. And you're speaking on, you say you want to make income, but if you want to make income correctly, you have to speak the right words out of your mouth in order for it to manifest. If you're not speaking the right words, and if you're speaking negatively, guess what? You're not going to see the results that you're expecting because your mind is not right. You're wavering back and forth. But from time to time, I will hear someone say, oh man, you know, why can't I get the money? Or this sounds like a Ponzi, this sounds like a scam, and so on. So trust me, I'm gonna be very open. I'm giving you a warning right now. I see some of my investors here in the United States on the call. They know exactly how I am. I have to be very transparent and very open. This is a training session. I want you to all to clearly understand for yourself why it's important not to speak those words out of your mouth, and how to respond to a person that comes to you and says something to you that's contrary to what this platform and community really is. So let's start out. This is a presentation I put together way back in 2019, I think it was 19 or 20, and it was on a topic of, you know, what's a Ponzi? I want to share with you really what that means when someone says, oh, that sounds like a Ponzi. I want you to take some note. You're going to catch this. Yeah. And you're going to change your mindset of really understanding what you're saying when you make that statement. So let's get started because we're on limited time here. So first of all, what is a Ponzi? A Ponzi, you must first honestly understand the meaning of the word Ponzi before you claim anything as such. Usually when someone gets turned on to something that they never heard of before, they kind of look like the picture of this baby here. Their eyes they get surprised. It's like, wow, I've never heard of that before. Okay. And you kind of have that look on your face. It's because you're in disbelief or you're pessimistic about something just because you never heard of it. But because you never heard of it doesn't mean it actually does not work that way. We have to do what is called due diligence. So let's do a little history. Let's talk about this guy right here. I don't know if any of you recognize this gentleman, but guess who this is? This is Charles Ponzi. And this is where the name came from. Charles Ponzi was the best known for the financial crimes he committed when he conned investors into giving him millions of dollars. I'm going to stay with me now because I'm going to share with you what this guy actually did. The Ponzi scheme is named after him. After running a highly profitable, expensive investment scheme, Ponzi was arrested in August 12th, year 1920, and charged with 86 counts of mail fraud. Okay, so write that down. He was charged of mail fraud. So you're saying if you say Kringle Cash sounds like a Ponzi, you're saying that Kringle Cash is involved possibly with mail fraud because the scheme was named after Ponzi himself. Okay, so what is a scheme? A scheme, it was during this time that Ponzi got the idea for the great scheme that would earn his name in the place of history. He received a letter in the mail from a company in Spain that contained in it an international reply coupon, a coupon that can be exchanged for a number of priority airmail postage stamps from another country. Ponzi realized that he could turn a profit by buying IRCs, and I'm going to tell you what IRCs are, in one country and exchanging them for more expensive stamps in another country. Okay, Ponzi racket worked like this. He would send money to agents working for him in other countries who would buy IRCs and send them back to the United States. Ponzi would then exchange the IRCs for stamps worth more than he paid for them and sell the stamps. Ponzi reportedly made more than 400% on some of these sales. So what does IRC stand for? It stands for International Reply Coupon. International Reply Coupon. So it's something he did within the mail system itself, within the mailing system. So I got to move this out the way. So he promised investors outrageous returns of 50% in 45 days and 100% in 90 days. He paid these investors using money from other investors rather than actual profit, as in a criminal scheme of Bernie Madoff. I don't know those of you out of the United States if you've ever heard of Bernie Madoff. Perfect name for this guy. He swindled and pulled off the greatest scam in history. He ripped off VIPs, financial moguls, gurus, actors and actresses, took their wealth and bought all kinds of antiques and merchandise for he and his wife. Well, they arrested him and he's spending 50 years in prison right now. What a name, Bernie Madoff. Yeah, he made off. He made off with a lot of money. Here's the crime. He promised investors outrageous returns of 50% in 45 days or 100% in 90 days. That was the scam. That was by making a verbal promise and never manifesting and promising his work. Why do you think admin, Mr. Freeman, comes on the calls and he allows you to, he's very transparent. He allows you to visually see him based on contests he does and physically go through the process to pay people their commission.
Right.
That doesn't sound like a Ponzi to me, people.
Of course.
Okay. All right. Understand this one point. Making promises without due diligence and fully understanding proof of market trends and good old common sense can be the good old-fashioned scheme as designed. Okay. So without a business plan or white paper, see, we don't have a white paper, but we have a complete mission statement that tells you exactly what our philosophy is and what our goal is. And people seem to tug and pull away from that instead of joining and getting a hold of our mission so that we can accomplish this thing. If the program has no website or investment review, if it has no proof of success from previous ventures, if it's constant bad rap from former investors, that have invested widely into it. Nothing to show is purpose driven. What do we have within the Kringle Cash community that is purpose driven? Well, we're giving into the food relief and out of the different countries, $10,000 to feed those who were in need. That is our purpose. Is that activated? Is that happening around the world? Absolutely it is. So it is showing a purpose within this community. So if you run into anything that does all of these that's contrary to what they should be doing, don't turn the other way, run the other way. There's no reason to run away or be critical about Kringle Cash because they're doing everything that they say and that they promise on paper, everything. So what is a scheme? A scheme is a large-scale systematic plan or arrangement for attaining some particular object or putting a particular item into effect. You make plans, especially in a devious way and with intent to do something illegal or wrong. Is there anything illegal by feeding the poor around the world? No. Is there anything legal about training you so you can get to a higher level economically so that you can take care of your family and your children's children for generations to come? There's nothing illegal or wrong with that. We gotta have the right mindset, people. A plot or a plan to achieve some action. It is a plot to defraud someone. I've been involved with this community since it started. I never, ever felt that I was ever defrauded whatsoever. And that's why I'm still here. And I'm sure the reason why most of you are here as well. Defraud, illegally obtain money from someone by deception. They legally obtain money from someone by deception, just purposely deceived you. So my question to you is, would a humanitarian program or major merchants be allowed to participate in any systematic plan that operates in a devious way with an intent to purposely do wrong to achieve financial gain, be allowed to get away with it and freely stay open for business? No. If Kringle Cash was doing that, if they're supposed to be a humanitarian program and they're purposely deviating people away in another direction, defrauding for financial gain, will we still be able to operate in this community like we're doing? No. Impossible. Absolutely not. Right. Okay. I think this conversation is getting a little deep, man. I'm seeing people drop off the call. And some people need to hear, they need to hear this. Oh, yeah. You need to hear it because we got to have the right mindset, people. Mm-hmm. Okay? Absolutely not. There's no way that we would still be conducting this private community if we were operating in that manner. So make sure you remember that when someone approaches you with a statement, oh, that sounds like a Ponzi, they're telling you that you could be a part of the scheme yourself. Well, that's very offensive. Okay, some people can take offense to that statement. They're questioning your integrity or your character or your personality, that you personally could be involved with something that's a scheme. You have to correct people with that statement if they make that statement right in front of your face. So these are final thoughts to remember. Before you consider something as a scam or a scheme, do your due diligence. It just may save you the embarrassment that you were wrong. Right. Okay? Speak only in terms of things you understand the definition of. Don't make comments of it first. Do the homework first. Okay? Never tell anyone they're part of a scheme unless it is proven without reasonable doubt. Unless it's proven without reasonable doubt. And ask the Father in heaven to guide you in your research efforts to expose any darkness into the light before making a decision on anything, people. Ask for direction. Okay, so that's a Ponzi. So what is a pyramid scheme? Okay, a pyramid. Here's a picture of a pyramid, people. And as you know, in a pyramid, there's always someone at the very top. There's always someone. That means that person at the top is always the leader, and he's always making the most money, and he's always being in charge, telling people what to do and enslaving everybody else to make money for him or her. That's a pyramid, right?
Right.
That's a pyramid. Now watch this. Here it comes. Wait for it. Well, isn't that how your job works? See, corporate jobs are pyramid schemes. The CEO makes all the money and the people at the bottom do all the work and don't make any money. I've seen versions of this argument countless times. The head honcho of the company is, here's the picture of it. You got the CEO, the president, the vice president, the middle management, the team leaders and supervisors, and the hardworking employees. They're just over broke. They got a job, J-O-B, just over broke. But the CEO is just the opposite. He's making all the money. So the bank pyramid scheme is itching closer to toppling right now. Now, the banking system is pretty much like a pyramid, okay? In my view, it's a pyramid scheme that deceptively, that's legal. Although you and I or any other business tried this, we would be jailed for fraud if we did what the banks are doing right now. And if you wondered how the bank system works, here's one explanation. The bank count on the following assumptions: that most people won't figure out their parent scheme or pyramid, so we don't say nothing to the bank. We just deal with it because of tradition. While you might think that after you deposited your money, your money remains in the bank. You think that that money belongs to you. You would be wrong. Okay? Once you release that money in the bank, it belongs to the bank. You know that fine print when you sign for that checking and savings account and they say sign right here? One thing you forgot to do is read the fine print. Next time you open up a bank account, make sure you read the fine print, because there's a part in the fine print says that once you release that money, the bank owns that money to do whatever they wish to it to make profit from it. They use what is called fractional banking. And I won't go through the whole thing of this due to time restraint, okay? The bank begins the pyramid scheme by taking your deposit. While you might think it goes into a vault, they loan most of it out. In fact, generally, with some variation, for every $1 that you deposit, the bank loans out approximately $10. In other words, the bank uses your deposit to loan out more than they have in reserves. In order to make big profit, this is called fractional banking. The bank only keeps a fraction of the overall money on hand. An effort of lending out 10 times more than the bank has in reserves, the money supply is increased, created out in thin air, poof. This scheme works only as long as people don't start asking for their money back. That's why when you make a deposit in the bank and you go back the next day and say, I want to take all that money back out, the bank begins to question you why you're taking so much out. That's why they're asking you that question. Oh, and by the way, the money you deposit in the bank technically no longer is yours anyway, like I just said before. During a recent G20 meeting on November 2014, that was what, 8 years ago, apparently the member nations decided that your bank, they decided that your bank deposits will become property of the bank. They discussed that in the G20 meeting. If a crisis takes it down, that's how they get a bailout. They get that money to them, your money. This is why people, wealthy people, don't do business with banks. Why do you think we created this private community? Wealthy people do not do business with banks. Wealthy people are wealthy because they make their money work for them. This is what Chief Justice Mbe just showed us, why we need to learn the exchange.
Yeah.
We're taking control. We're the boss. We're the bank. If you had $10 million in your bank account, why do you need to go to a car dealership and tell them to pull your credit and see if you qualify? No, you need to tell them to get the paperwork, registration paperwork together. You're going to take the car for a test drive, come back. They're going to hand you the keys and you're going to cut them a check or send them payment via crypto and send them and send yourself off on your way in your new car because you're the bank. You're financing it yourself. You're not enslaved because the nature of the beast is to always put you in a position where you're always a slave to the lender. See, if your money's in the bank, your money is just a lazy couch potato. It's not earning nothing. It's just sitting there, broker than a twig or a stick, not making nothing. So final thoughts. Do your due diligence before accusing someone or a program as a pyramid scheme. Remember, you work for a pyramid entity now if you're a W-2 earner. If you work for a boss or any other company, you work for a pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
So we got to get our language right. We got to get our way of thinking right. If the person at the top is always at the top and you be and will be for the next 10 to 20 years, it just may be a pyramid. I'm Carl Dasher, and I approve this message. And I am done, Mbe. I want everybody to understand the difference. So if someone approaches you, you know how to respond and let them know that we here in this community are doing just the opposite.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing just the opposite. All right, I'm done, sir.
Woo, woo, woo. Well,
Well, we
this
got quite a
is
few
fire.
hands up, man.
This is fantabulous. Very, very powerful message today, Carl. Thank you so much for that great presentation. Guys, this is a very expensive education here that we are giving you for free.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to joke with this kind of training. And for those of you not coming all the time here, you are missing a lot. You are missing a lot, okay? Lots of education. Okay, Carl, we have Mr. George, or My George. Name is My George.
All right, we're going to go ahead and unmute Mr. George. Mr. George, go ahead. You're unmuted. State your question or comment, sir.
According to Nigerian time, it is good. It is evening. So good evening, Brother Carl.
Oh, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Chief Justice. Good evening, all TVCians all over the world. And my regards goes to our able admin in absentia. Obviously, very nice presentation from our Chief Justice and Carl. Obviously, one thing I just want to ask from Mr. Mbe is if he can do that video and make it very simpler so that we that do not know, we're not crypto
Going in and out, Mbe.
All right, so I'll do a short video concerning that little calculation that I did. I will do that from now to tomorrow. No problem.
Okay, and even to check the price of Kelo and other coins, let us know how to do that because some of us are not crypto savvy.
Yeah, we are dealing with Kalof and Farmware, right? So yeah, if you want me to teach you other crypto, no, that is out of, that is can be an extra negotiation, but we are dealing with Farmware, Kalof. So I'll teach you all that in that particular short video that will come up. Okay.
Okay, but I've been sending you WhatsApp messages. You don't reply me, so I don't know.
Oh man, I have like 1,000 messages I can't go through for a day. I tell you what.
So how do I get across?
Please, you just have to insist. You just have to insist again and again, and obviously I'll come back to you. You know.
That's serious. Thank you so much. Well,
you're welcome. All right.
bye.
All right. That's My George.
Right. We have.
All right. Next one, Shahid.
Okay. Let's go with Shahid.
Go ahead, Mr. Shahid.
Unmute Shahid. You can unmute.
I am May.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Carl.
Hi.
Great,
Hello.
great. Hello. It's a great, really, you said the perfect that this is a priceless training today. People need to know this fundamental that we are in a not in a Ponzi scheme, not in a project, not in a kind of pyramid, not in a hierarchy that creates the imbalance of the structure. This is an equality balance format where we can share this kind of organization. And we are proud to be a TVCN until unless we are, I have not spent 4 or 5 months in this mass adoption meeting, I got to knew that we have very little knowledge about the TBC, what TBC holds, about the purpose. Until unless we are not spending much time over here, this is the best method that we should not miss one training itself. Whether it is delivering by Carl, whether it is MBA, whether it is a admin, because these are the priceless sequence of all the content we require to share in a further sequence for developing this one of the new world, the alternative economy. So I salute Carl. You have spread really great knowledge today. I really delighted to have this knowledge. In fact, I will be very delighted to share this recording after that. I should spread by converting in our local language to local people so that they should know that where we are. You said same thing that people, you said exam perfectly. People think like that this is a Ponzi, maybe we will get the killer or not, maybe what will happen, maybe on the time they will run away. So people should know the exact answer from this today's station. This is very vital. They should get clear about their purpose and the perception itself. And I really delighted, Carl. And this is a very vital. I think every individual today, they should repeat this session 2, 3, 4, 5 times. They will get to know that about the TBC, what holds the purpose behind it, that how we can spread exact knowledge to the society, how we can create a new world. Just admin said last meeting that we are the creators. So be forward. People should be come front as a creator of this society. So they will be happy to have that. We can say it's a legacy to the next generation. And really, and I'm very much, and allow me to speak in Hindi 2 minutes so that I can convey this message to all those who are not understanding Hindi. मैं बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि आज की मीटिंग आप 3 से 4 बार 5 बार इसको रिपीट करें, देखें, समझें, क्योंकि ये हमें क्लियर विजन देता है कि हम पॉन्जी स्कीम में नहीं है, हम किसी हिरार्की में नहीं है, हम कोई ऐसा कंसेप्ट में नहीं है जहां की कोई राजा बने और प्रजा लूटता रह जाए. ये जिनके भी मन में डाउट्स है सारे कि ये कोई किसी तरह का जो ना रनअवे या कोई ऐसा नेगेटिव थॉट्स आता है, उसको यहाँ पे आज काल ने जिस तरह से डिलीवर किया, वो सारे के सारे सिनारियो को यहाँ से इरेडिकेट करते हैं, इरेज करते हैं नेगेटिव माइंड को. सो बी पॉजिटिव. आप लोग सभी जो है ना इस सेशन को बड़ी ध्यान से सुने, इसके जितने भी और कंटेंट आगे डिलीवर होंगे उनको भी पूरा सुने. आई थिंक आप सभी इस पे बहुत अलर्ट रहे. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, MB, for the priceless content today.
Okay.
Welcome. Thank you, Shahid. Appreciate you and your leadership.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Kyle, it looks like we have ECS. I don't know who that is.
Okay, I have Rita in front of him and
Hello?
Ray. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Sube in Kumba. I'm sorry that it is ECS.
all right.
Oh, great. We are more than 10 years.
Wow.
Yes. And we've been very impressed with the 2 topics that were treated today. Happily enough, the session is recorded. And I want to believe that we may have to go over it several times.
Oh, absolutely.
The exchange, I wish to ask Chief Justice, from the look of things,
right,
will it go with, is there any loss in the event of an action?
Like I said, they are still developing, so they are going to put something like stop loss.
Stop loss.
Meaning that if the price is going below what you have set as a target, then the system automatically stop the loss and remove you out of that market.
Great. Wonderful.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure you heard them clapping.
Yeah, sure. Right.
To Carl, your
Yes, sir.
presentation was wonderful.
Thank you.
And I want to say that it is today I know the meaning and the source of Ponzi.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah,
Thank
we
you
all
very-
should understand.
Yeah, thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
this information. And I think we are well armed here to
Okay.
take care of all those who are negative. We
Right.
are looking forward to a wonderful world economy that will
That's
take
it.
care of everybody,
Absolutely.
including the poor. And the banks, I pity those who are there.
Right.
How I wish they could know what is going on.
Absolutely.
Mm.
I wish both of you God's greatest blessings.
Amen.
And
We
all
receive that.
my people here are wishing you, and I mean protection, God's protection. Stay blessed.
Amen. We
Amen.
receive that. Blessings to you as well.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much. Okay, Carl, we'll take another one.
All right. Look like we have Rita next. Do you see that?
Okay.
Okay.
You can
Okay,
unmute
we're
him.
gonna, yeah, Rita. Go ahead and unmute Rita. There we go.
Okay.
Good
yeah.
evening.
Hello.
evening.
Good evening.
Evening. Can
Yeah,
you
good-
hear me?
515.
Can you hear me?
515.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Mr. Abe. Hello?
Yes, please.
Mr. Abe. Can you actually mean we can make like over $10 every day in this through this exchange?
Yes, it's possible. For the beginning, it might be difficult, but when people will understand exactly what we are doing, it's going to be possible.
Okay.
Very, very possible.
Okay, now you know it's the exchange. I'm really excited about it. I'm also, my gratitude to admin for creating such an exchange. And I think it is a great time. If there is any time for one to be a technician, I think now is the time. And this is me, telling people to come and join TBC, and they'll be like, why should we join TBC? TBC is not spendable. I'll be like, no, okay, for now, TBC is not spendable, but you can make money while you wait for the economy phase. That's right. So
That's it.
I really appreciate the whole effort, and although I've not understood the whole concept of the exchange, and I'll have to go through it, to get it and to start, making my own money.
Very important.
I mean, that is what it is all about, to make
Right.
money.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, and that's my little cent. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. Great contribution, Rita.
Absolutely. All right. We have, look like Dre Mika. Is that who you see?
Right. Yes.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and unmute Dre Mika.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi. Can you hear me?
yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, everybody. Hi to be seen. Great to be back. I just like to start out by saying a lot of respect to Sahid for those positive vibes. It's
Yes.
great to hear people like that saying that. I want to thank you a lot, Carl, and you, Mr. Mbe. Before I ask my question, there's just something I'd like to say. I'll be as quick as I can. Basically, I want to tell the people out there who are still doubting what's going on. What's happening is that the crypto, the TBC, the cryptocurrency and everything is going to be the new type of money for the future. We're talking about maybe 5 years. I don't know how long. The paper money that we're using is going to collapse.
Right.
And that is future. So it is very important that you get as much knowledge and as much TBC or cryptocurrencies as you can. Because when it eventually goes worldwide, it'll be very difficult for you to get these cryptocurrencies and it'll be very expensive. So as it's still like new, it's still kind of cheap. So I advise a lot of people to get on it now before it's too late. Because when it's too late, you won't have the money to buy it. And for those in like the CFA region, don't think that they're going to be able to go to the bank and say, I want cryptocurrency. because your money is going to be valuable. And the inflation has already started. So it's my advice to everybody out there, get on this quick. As far as knowledge and exchange is concerned, it costs a lot of money to learn about this exchange business that Carl and Mr. Imberi teach you. The fact that you're being taught for free shows us how blessed and lucky you are. I suggest everyone takes this very seriously because this is the new way of getting paid, buying things, and making money. This is the future, and we are here making it happen. So, okay, the next thing the question I want to ask is, if you have 75 people in the third week of the month, which you've registered, and then you have another 75 people in the next month, which you've registered, does that mean that 150 you still get the $1,000 reward, or does the new month start afresh?
You want to answer that, Mbe?
I didn't get the last part of the question.
He's asking that if you recruited or referred 75 people, then the next month did another 75 people, that's a total of 150. Would you get credit for the contest of 150 people if you did it that way?
Almost be the same month.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. All right. I think that's it. Just one more question. It's a bit of a funny question. Where can I go to play Farm War?
Come again?
Where can I go to play Farm War?
The Farm War game?
Yeah.
Where he can play.
You just download. You just go to Google Play. Is it Google Play Store? I'm not using Android. I think it's Google Play Store, something like that. And you download that. If you're using Apple, go to the Apple Play Store. You download Farm War. No, it is not on Apple yet. It's more now on Google. Just download and you create an account. And then when you create an account there, you go to their Facebook page. They'll give you a procedure how to do your payment. You need to have like 700 Farm War in order for you to activate the game and start playing. So on their Facebook page, they'll give you a wallet address to send and their transaction hash, and then they'll activate the game for you. You can start playing.
Okay. And does the game give you like Farm War tokens?
Yeah, when you play the game, each step they give you some token. Each step they give you some token. And then when you have like a total of 300, you can cash it out to your MetaMask wallet.
Wow, cool. Okay. Right. Thank you very much. And yeah, thank you, everybody. Love you guys.
You're welcome. Yeah, bye.
All right. Thank you, Dre Mika. All right. Awesome. Boy, we just flowing, Mbe.
Right. I think we have Christopher.
Christopher. Okay.
I don't want to pronounce the first name, Carl.
I know. I figure I'll let you try first.
Hello, Christopher.
Thank you very much, Mr. Derek. Together with Tyler. My question was, are you going to repeat for us the calculation for Farm War on our exchange?
Come again? He's got kind of a really rough, hollow sound when you speak. It's kind of difficult to understand you. Sounds like the kind of speaker system you use, and it sounds really rough.
There, you can get me? Are you getting me there?
Is that better, Mbe?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. Go ahead.
Are you getting?
Go ahead.
I'm saying I didn't understand the calculation on our exchange. Are we going to have some YouTube videos?
Yeah, of course. We're going to do a lot of videos, training. We'll be doing a lot of trainings. Just stay close to the my YouTube channel. You have more videos very soon on my channel, okay?
Okay.
Right. The exchange is still under development, but trust me, it's going to be very exciting.
Okay, that's good.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Carl, we'll take another person. I think, who do we have? Bentoro John.
Bentoro. Venturo, go ahead, unmute Venturo.
Venturo John. Venturo John, go ahead. Oops. Are you there, Venturo John? One. Venturo John. Okay.
I
yeah,
am.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
515.
Yeah, good evening, Chief Justice. Good evening, Carl.
Good
I'm
evening.
I'm so excited to be here this evening. Coming here always adds value to not only my day, but to my personal growth and development. I want to say today, we are having full value for coming for training. Even though our dear admin is not here, but we are still having value because of what admin and TBC is all about. The system has been set, leaders have been created, and as Chief Justice was going on with that training, I quickly opened my back office, and boom, I just got some K-Love into that wallet.
Boom.
And it looks so exciting doing that. And as the training was going on again, I just went into the contest area.
Okay.
Just to motivate myself. And as I look down, I see some Nigerians on the contest area. I said, no, my name has not appeared. So I keep scrolling down until I got to a point, I saw my name. I said, yes, if I hit that mark, I will also get the value, for the month. So right now, that is my next target.
Yeah.
Moving from where I am to where I should, I should be up there.
Right.
So that's a way of motivating myself this evening with the training, and also with looking at the contest. Way down, I know my name is there. So what I need to do is to keep climbing up. Thank you very much, Chief Justice. Thank you, Carl, for a wonderful session. God bless you all.
God bless you
Thank
too.
you, Venturo.
Carl, I think that people will be able to, I'm seeing many contest winners coming up when the exchange will be fully functional, because people will be having a lot of, it'll be very easy to recruit people in our community.
Absolutely, because we have an exchange.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That right there makes all the difference. It's just a mindset thing.
Right.
We were trying to get people to understand on how to build as much K-Love and GGR as possible now, but now there's confidence because they can visually see the physical platform where they can actually exchange it to have access to the money.
Correct.
Okay.
That's
My mind is not there because I'm on the building stage. Okay.
Boom.
I know that the longer we're patient and we wait and let it grow and compound, I'm going to have even more later.
All right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
it. That's it.
And everybody can understand that as well. We would all be multi-wealthy people.
That is it.
Absolutely. All right. We have Mr. Lovett. Mr. Lovett, I see he's having something to eat. The meal, I hope it's good, man. All right, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Greeting to all the television in the house. Greeting to our host, Mr. Kadasham. Greeting to Chief Justice, and greeting to the abundance minds in the room. I'm grateful to be once more here. Thank you, Mr. MB, for what you just illustrated, because that was where my main target was. I did not really master what was a market order and the limit order. But to that little enlightenment, I'm grateful. And to you, Mr. Carr, the Ponzi scheme, I'm grateful. Because you just hear people saying Ponzi scheme out there. We actually don't know what it really means or where it come from. So I'm grateful, Mr. Carr. I'm grateful to all of your teaching in the house. Even without the presence of Amin, it shows that we have already Amins there again, because you represent him in all aspects. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Yeah, because I've seen everything. My question was to ask, how will you swap GGR for K-Love or GGR for Farm, because I have some GGR in my wallet. and Mr. Ambe explained everything, and I was grateful. All what I wish to say is just to appreciate what you guys are doing. I'm happy, and I will keep on following because the exchange is great. I would have loved to start making some money along, but I did not understand actually what was there. Thank you all very much, and thank you to everybody listening to me.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Lovett.
All right,
Appreciate
Carl,
it.
just to say that if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please, you have it on the chat. Most of this training and more
There it
are
is.
coming up. Yeah, so just go there and subscribe. Okay, over to you, Carl.
Awesome. You know, and then most people, I'm looking at the chat, and a lot of people are having a little concern. They just want the assurance that this recorded call is going to be posted, you know, on the YouTube. Or they're like, man, they don't want to miss this one. So,
All right, right.
And they give them assurance. It will be
Okay,
there.
it will be there.
posted.
Just say
Yes.
1 hour after the training, the time for me to upload it on my YouTube channel. So just check my channel 1 hour. Just check the recent upload, you're gonna have it.
All right. All right. The next caller, we have our main man, Mr. Mofo Money.
Mr.
Let's
Mofo
get a round of
Money,
applause.
one of our Chief Justice.
Go ahead and
Sorry,
unmute,
one
sir.
of our Chief Member Helper.
Go ahead, Mr. Mofo. Go ahead and unmute.
Of our Chief Justice, thank you for the nomination. I take it by fire. Okay, guys, it was such a great training. I couldn't just be in the background and stay without giving you hands of kudos for what a great training. Admin is at the helm and you are beside him and you're doing an excellent job. It has been a wonderful time getting the training from you, Chief Justice, and also you, Carl. It was wonderful. It's really, really marvelous for you to have such an answerable, well-drafted answer to such a great question that people are putting around the community as far as a Ponzi scheme is concerned. We have been around for 6 years and we have been having that question repeatedly, but I think your response is the best. And I will bet with you that if there is a possibility that you can share that with us so that we can have it handy and we can use it all the time to just give to just people that will come to us. TBC is a Ponzi, or TBC is a shitcoin or whatsoever. That response is very huge. And more on that, I would say kudos to the great job you're doing, guys. We are behind your back. We are trying our best. You see, I was cracking my head on this other end. I'm always in the back office as you are here in the front office. Kudos for the great job. And let's keep the fire burning. Thank you very much.
That's it. Hey, you know, Mofo, you know, sometimes if people come to me and they have a little misunderstanding or confused about, you know, how can we generate so much money in the crypto industry? I respond this one way. Would you rather make $5,000 a year income, or would you rather make $5 million a year income and pay taxes on that? Now, if they say 5,000, I'll look at them and say, how's that working out for you? I get off the phone. That's it. See, because the more money we make, we need to have a better understanding on how to reduce our liability. So we're paying less in taxes. How do you do that? You give, or you set up what is called a pooled income fund. You create a nonprofit and you donate all that currency to the nonprofit, and the nonprofit can pay you up to 60% of that money totally tax-free. Now you pay zero crypto taxes. Zero. See, that's why this education that we do weekly is so important, because if you don't know nothing, you will have nothing.
Did you just hear that, guys?
Okay, that's it. It's simple, isn't it?
Right.
If you know nothing, you will have nothing. That's it. All right, thanks, Mofo Money. Appreciate you, man. All right, is that Pierre?
Yeah, Pierre.
And you know what? We had Mr. Valerie on. He dropped off the line, man. I was looking forward to unmuting him. But
yeah, I think he's
all right,
here.
Mr. Pierre.
I think Valerie.
All right. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, you're there.
I was just behind Bentoro, but at the time, the call went off, and then my hand dropped down. Thank you, Cal, for taking your for paying attention to that. So I was.
Man, I had you on my heart, man. I saw your name up there. I get excited when you're on the listing, man. I know you got something to say.
Yeah, thank you, Cal.
Allô, ambassadeur Mbe.
Okay, on
Pierre.
Pierre.
Right. God bless him. So,
ahead,
okay.
Valerie.
Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice. Thank you, Mr. Kardashian. The story about the man, that Ponzi guy, I didn't know. So thank you for bringing up that story and bringing up all these ideas alignment. So how we can align ideas and reply to to the person that is coming with opposite ideas. So I think these people are just ignorant, but they don't know what we are doing. That's why they are replying. It's a spontaneous because they have it in their mind as a systematic way of thinking. So bringing up the way you're replying to them can a little bit clear a stage of refusal. So thank you for bringing up the ideas or how to also reply to it by thinking that we are running a pyramid scheme. Everything in this world is a pyramid, man. Yeah, even you're in the military, the banks, the government, even the population sometimes. There are always a structure of pyramid above. So it's not like we are running a special program, no, but we are not scamming people. But I think the right way to call TBC is how to run a serious business. A serious business run in a way that you can talk to the person that is running the business. You can have meeting with the person running the business. You can have live payment of commissions to people. Serious business pays. We go and give charity to people. That's how we can call our business. We, the members, we don't have to call to say how to help people understand we are not a scam. No, we need to talk to people and say this is how a serious business is working. Okay, so thank you for this enlightenment. Thank you for that training, Mr. Chief Justice. You are doing a wonderful work. Yeah. Now, I wanted when you were bringing the presentation, I was asking to know about the limit orders, how to place the orders for GGR to scale off, because I've tried it, but I wanted to see if when you put the order rate, could it change the amount of the coins that you are going to receive? For example, I was trying to know when I place a market order, I will see that, for example, if I say one scale off, I will get 0.2. If I say one GGR, I can get 0.2 kilo. But when I put a limit order, I want to see when I put the order rate,
you can place limit order for
change.
You can place limit order for GGR because it's stable, right? So you just swap directly. I don't think you should be able to place that because GGR is a stable coin, but you can do that for Farm War and KLO.
Ah, okay. So I want in a sell, you cannot do a sell limit order. Sell KLO, for example, I want to take KLO and place a limit order and know how much KLO is going to give me. Okay, I understand now. Okay, that's why it's not changing.
Yeah, it won't change because it cannot change because GGR is stable, so nothing can change that.
Oh man, knowledge. You are going to get nothing if you know nothing, Carl. Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
So I wanted. Okay. I was about also to suggest some pictures that I wanted to see in the exchange platform when it will come up, but I think it's better we should wait and see what will come up before we can suggest. I don't know if the right way, because I was thinking like you should be able to trade and see your local currency directly on the trading platform.
Remember that this is a private exchange, right? So it's going to be some things. There are some things that you might not have it like other exchange that you have out there, like many currencies. We have basically three currencies that we are dealing with. FarmWorld, KLove, GGR. So maybe crossing boundaries a lot might not really be good for us, you know. So admin knows best. So let's wait when it's time.
Wait.
We can ask the admin. Okay.
Thank you so much. So that's what I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
Thank you, Carl.
You're welcome. Have a blessed one, man.
Thanks.
All right, I don't see him on the listing. That was surprising when he popped on, because I didn't even see him on there. Okay, we're gonna unmute.
Pierre.
I
think we can bring back Pierre.
Pierre. Okay,
right.
Go ahead and unmute Pierre.
Pierre, you can unmute now. Luha, hey. Hello, Pierre.
Pierre.
While waiting for Pierre, we can take someone else, Carl.
Okay. All right, let's go with
Johnny C?
C?
Yeah, Johnny C. All right.
Johnny C, go ahead and unmute, sir.
Johnny C, right?
And live a good life.
Hello,
Okay.
Ambassador. Hello.
Pierre, what's wrong with your network? You're always coming late. Just go ahead. Allez-y. Oui?
Hello?
Yeah.
We can hear you. Go ahead, Johnny C.
Okay, Johnny C.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello, please, good evening. Yeah, please, thank you for the opportunity given. I say from Ghana. I came late for the meeting, but what I heard was about the pyramid, about the bank. I don't know whether we can get a document on the back office to read much about the whole document.
Yeah, our training is recorded. You have the recording on my YouTube channel.
Yes, please, thank you. And the second question is that my second question was that some of my downlines, they did a send button test, all right, but they said their account has been suspended. But on the blog, I saw from one of the platforms that it's admitted it will be lifted. Right. I don't know if you can.
Okay, so if they still have their accounts, if they actually did their send button test, all right, did they do their send button test?
According to them, yes.
According to them, so we'll find out if they didn't have their account maybe on, or their send button on, or it's still showing suspended. They have to pay for their accounts, or if they don't want to pay, they can come through the privy council, which is not a 100% guarantee that they'll have their send button, because those that are not, those that are having suspension now are those that did not do anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
So they can come and explain themselves in the privy council. And to Carl, if you permit me, there is a privy council meeting taking place every Sunday for now at 8 p.m. West African time. So if you want to come through the privy council, contact any of the members in the privy council, give them your name and your email address, and they will email you the link to the meeting, right? They'll email you the link to the meeting, and you can join the Zoom meeting and explain yourself. Okay. What's going on? Is it my network? Oops.
The upcoming year, 2023. Then I'm going to take advantage of the double, triple. I'm going to take advantage of the double, triple match. That means if I leave that K-Love alone that I'm going to get on January 12th and let it sit there until June, they're going to double, they're going to match that. Then if I leave it alone in June and let it sit there until December, I'm going to get that amount double. Okay, I'm going to maximize my potential because I'm going to get 5 times the amount if I don't touch that money, those coins from January all the way to December. This is why I'm taking advantage of getting extra K-Love in my MetaMask wallet to use for what you're asking for right now. That make sense?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I get the point. But looking at the situation where some of us find ourselves in Africa, how to release funds, how to get funds to pay like that. So I don't know whether when it is released, they can use we can use some fraction of it.
Well, yeah, they're going to let us know exactly what that limited amount we're able to withdraw during that time. We don't know what that amount is going to be yet. That all admin says that all depends upon, how many we have in the community and what the value of the coin is going to be of those principles. But that information is going to be released to us on what that limited daily amount will be that we can take out each day. Okay. I personally suggest that we all be very careful in doing that because we want to think and operate like an investor. An investor builds long-term. I always say anything that is worthwhile takes time. Anything that comes to you quickly ain't worth a dime.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
So we want to make it worthwhile and worth the time by taking advantage of all the incentives and opportunities that admin extends to us to build massive wealth. And that's what we want to. Think about this, John. How would you feel if you had $25 million in your bank account right now? You'd be smiling like you're doing right now, wouldn't you?
Sure.
Okay,
I'm making noise.
Yeah,
Sure.
see, you'll be making noise doing your victory dance. But if you had $10,000 in your bank account, would you have that same smile? Probably not. Exactly.
$10,000 is no money.
Smile. So that's why it's important to take advantage of all the incentives and all the opportunities that admin is extending to us to build wealth.
Okay.
If you can, because we understand people have situations and and they're in a different place economically and financially, and they may need a little helping hand with some additional cash flow to supplement their income. I understand that. Okay, but that's why it's important for us to diversify. That's why you can make money in Farm War. That's why you can make money with the GGR. That's why you can get Caleb through your MetaMask. Okay, that's why you can use the peer-to-peer opportunity within TBC, which a lot of people don't take advantage of. That blows me away. People don't take advantage of that. You can be a cash center. Some people want to buy some TBC. They can get it from who? They can get it from John. They can get it from you. Okay, that's another source. You take that profit and you invest that to buy some more GGR, to buy some more Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
So there's ways to make it long term so that John can have that 25 million in his bank account years from now. Then we can see you smiling.
Sure.
Okay, hope that answers your question, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Thank
you're
you
welcome now. Thanks for the call. All right, Mbe. Yeah, we lost you there for a minute, man, but we were waiting for you. Good, we got to glad to have you back in. Let me see. Was that okay? We're gonna try Pierre one more time here. Come on, Pierre. I hope you're on the line, man. Unmute yourself real quickly. We have 10 minutes left before the call is over. Hopefully we can get through most of the people that are remaining. We got 10 more people. We got a whole lot more people coming in on the call. Go ahead, Pierre. You're unmuted.
Hello, Pierre. Hello, Pierre.
Allô, bonsoir, ambassadeur Mbe.
Bonsoir, comment vous allez?
Oui, très bien. Bonsoir aussi, admin. Bonsoir à toute la communauté TBC dans le monde entier. J'avais quelques préoccupations, ambassadeur. Avant que j'arrive d'abord, je vous ai vu acclamer le maire. Je ne sais pas qu'est-ce qu'il y a eu parce que je n'ai pas bien compris le message parce que c'était en anglais. D'abord, ma première préoccupation, c'est sur la première page qui s'affiche au compte, même les comptes actifs. La page là qui affiche en disant que le compte a été suspendu. Je ne sais pas pourquoi la page là s'affiche à tous les comptes là, même les comptes actifs. Ça, c'est ma première préoccupation.
Je n'ai aucune idée. Si vous avez un compte qui est actif et ça montre toujours suspendu, il faut écrire au support à partir de votre compte Kring Cash et ils vont regarder. Normalement, les comptes qui sont actifs ne doivent pas montrer suspendu. OK? Et,
il y a certains comptes.
Oui, il faut juste écrire, ils vont ouvrir ça. Ne doit pas montrer.
D'accord. L'autre question, c'est quand nous entrons dans les King Cash, là en bas, on dit, on parle de 14 jours. Les 14 jours, là, signifie quoi? Je ne sais pas si vous avez déjà remarqué.
Est-ce que c'est 14 jours? Vous avez vu 14 minutes ou 14 jours? Vous avez vu, c'est 14 mois. Là, vous avez vu peut-être le nombre de mois et le nombre de jours, quelque chose comme ça. Donc, c'est le nombre de jours qui arrive avant janvier 12 que les gens commencent à avoir leur call-off. Le nombre de jours qui reste.
Maintenant, d'accord. Maintenant, la dernière préoccupation, ambassadeur, c'était sur quand on va distribuer les call-off à partir de janvier.
Oui.
Les gens qui vont bénéficier des call-off, j'espère qu'ils seront beaucoup de membres, à peu près 11 111 personnes en janvier, et puis 5 000 personnes en février et les autres là. Mais ceux-là qui vont commencer en janvier, ça ne peut pas chuter énormément les prix des call-off, parce qu'en voyant l'administrateur lui-même, le call-off est à 50, lui-même il a fait le relais et le call-off va acheter. Jusqu'à présent, ça n'a pas encore pris la valeur normalement. Alors, le nombre de membres qui...
Tout le monde ne va pas retirer le même jour. Peut-être nous allons avoir ce qu'on appelle match wallet qui va nous permettre de retirer. Et il y aura une bonne calcul qui va faire en sorte que si 10 000 personnes retirent, ça ne va pas trop affecter. Donc, il y aura un contrôle à ce niveau. Donc, on va avoir un contrôle à ce niveau.
D'accord, je vous ai compris.
OK, c'est bon?
D'accord, okay. Merci. Alors, je ne sais pas, vous aviez acclamé là, on ne sait pas, qu'est-ce que vous avez acclamé, quel était le message là? Si vous pouvez nous donner quand même une idée.
Oui, le message de Carl, n'est-ce pas? Oh.
Here in a minute. Pierre, just stay on.
Yeah, my network is really bad, Carl.
Going in and out. Yeah, it will fluctuate. Okay. We have only 5 minutes remaining, so you want to try to get 2 more people on.
Okay.
Were you still communicating with Pierre, or were you done?
Well, Pierre was just asking what you were actually explaining, and it's kind of we can't translate all that, right? So I was just giving him a summary of what you were talking about. So Pierre, je disais que Carl nous parlait seulement la différence entre un Ponzi scheme, donc un arnaque, n'est-ce pas, et la différence entre un Ponzi, comment le Ponzi avait commencé depuis 1922, et il a aussi parlé de la différence entre un Ponzi, les schemes. Avant que vous appelez une business Ponzi, il faut d'abord respecter certains paramètres. Et qu'il a expliqué, mais malheureusement, c'est plus en anglais. Et voilà, peut-être on va prendre un autre jour pour vraiment expliquer ça encore en français. OK?
D'accord, merci.
Ouais.
Merci.
All right, Carl, maybe we'll take the last 2. We have 5 more minutes to go.
All right, so let me
we'll take, okay.
Who you want to take?
Do we say Jack? We have Jacqueline and we have Caspar from Papua New Guinea. Oh,
Bonsoir à tous.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir à tous.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, ambassadeur Mbé.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, Carlton. Bonsoir à toute la communauté.
Ouais.
Nous avons encore été très heureux d'apprendre beaucoup aujourd'hui dans toute la détermination que M. Carl nous a donnée concernant la différence entre le scheme et puis le Ponzi. Ouais. On a encore mieux compris aujourd'hui. Mais en même temps, c'est un avertissement pour tous les TBCiens qui se pressent très souvent à mal parler du TBC, qu'on comprenne déjà que désormais, il y a des structures de justice qui sont mises en place pour que ceux qui parlent mal du TBC au sein du TBC soient aussi traqués. En plus de ce petit point que j'ai voulu relever, je voudrais dire à M. l'ambassadeur que la plantation était très bien, seulement que c'était un peu trop rapide pour nous qui suivons, et en anglais et en français, c'était un peu trop rapide. C'est vrai qu'il a dit qu'on peut retrouver ça sur le support de son site, mais ça a été un peu vraiment rapide.
Oui, dans mon site, oui. Vous allez cliquer sur pause Et comprendre
D'accord.
doucement.
D'accord, d'accord.
Peut-être
Maintenant,
prochainement,
ma
je serai moins.
préoccupation,
Oui, allez-y. Allez-y.
All right, is he done?
It looks like we lost him. He was still talking, but
ma préoccupation,
okay.
c'est que je vais 2% par jour. Allô?
Oui, allez-y.
Est-ce qu'on pourrait gagner plus de 10% de son investissement par jour, plus de 10% par jour? Est-ce qu'on peut avoir 15%?
Oui, pourquoi pas? Pourquoi pas? Ça dépend du nombre de personnes qui sont déjà dans notre, qui sera en train d'utiliser notre échange. Au fur et à mesure qu'il y a plus de personnes qui sont dans notre échange, vous avez la possibilité de gagner plus par jour.
D'accord. D'accord. Maintenant, la toute dernière préoccupation, c'est que depuis 2019, j'ai 2 de mes filles qui n'ont jamais manqué un seul mois, mais on a constaté le mois dernier qu'ils se sont retrouvés dans le core team. Oh, ils n'ont jamais sauté un seul mois dans leur paiement. Depuis 2019 jusqu'à aujourd'hui. Jamais un seul mois n'ont été sautés.
Ils sont retrouvés où?
Malheureusement, ils sont dans le core team aujourd'hui. Je ne sais pas pourquoi.
Ils sont dans le core team, mais le core team, c'est là-bas qu'il doit être. Vous voulez qu'il doit être où?
Non, je parle de core team. Je parle surtout de... c'est pas le core team. Comment on appelle ça?
En tout cas, c'est un problème peut-être technique. Et si il y a un problème comme ça là, c'est au support qui doit l'expliquer. Souvent, tu fais même le paiement. Peut-être ça a pris le temps avant de confirmer. Avant de confirmer, tout ça, ça compte. Tout ça, peut-être tu as payé, tu as fait l'erreur et tu penses que tu as bien payé. Et pourtant, ce n'est pas le cas. Mais s'il y a un problème, l'équipe technique avec le support va vous expliquer qu'est-ce qui était le problème. Mais ce qui est sur le système est bien arrangé, ça ne manque pas.
D'accord, d'accord. Encore une fois, merci beaucoup.
OK, merci. All right, Carl, I think we'll just take the last one. Gaspar from Papua New Guinea. The last one.
Richard, is that who?
Gaspar.
Is that who you're talking about?
Gaspar from Papua New Guinea, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't see that one.
Gaspar. Okay, go ahead, Gaspar.
Thank you, Chief Justice and Carl, for a great training today.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I just want to ask when will we start creating the match wallet?
What?
Match wallet.
They're going to program that. It's coming. So patience is coming. Patient. Okay. Carl, I think it's time.
Okay, it's time. It is time. Awesome call today. Everybody, the call is recorded, so everyone will get a copy of that. You're posting it, and are you posting it in the back of the blog in Kringle Cash, or are you just putting it on the WhatsApp or
it will just be on my YouTube channel, and those of you, those that are my WhatsApp, they will have it also. So but my YouTube channel, everybody can have it there.
Okay, awesome.
So Carl, I think you said something. I think we should take home message should be, you said something, you don't know what, something like that.
Yeah, if you know nothing, you'll have nothing.
All right, guys. So everybody should unmute and let's say, if you know nothing, you will have nothing. And that is it for today.
If you know nothing, you have nothing.
You have nothing. You know nothing.